Welcome to A Word from the Word for September 24th. Today's passage, Daniel chapter 2. Today's key verse. The king answered and said to Daniel, "Truly, your God is God of gods and Lord of kings, and a revealer of mysteries, for you have been able to reveal this mystery." Daniel chapter 2 verse 47. Today's word from the Word, the revealer of mysteries.
In Daniel chapter 2, we find the incredible story of King Nebuchadnezzar's dream and its interpretation by Daniel. The king was deeply troubled by his vivid dream, but none of his wise men, scholars, or astrologers could decipher its meaning. The king insists that not only the content of his dream is to be revealed to him, but also its interpretation. This request leaves the wise men in a state of panic as they believe it's impossible to fulfill. In desperation, the king agrees to listen to answers from Daniel, who believes that understanding and guidance come not from himself, but through God's revelation. With divine insight, Daniel unravels the king's dream and the meaning behind it, a prophetic depiction of kingdoms rising and falling until the ultimate establishment of God's everlasting kingdom. In verse 47, King Nebuchadnezzar gives glory to Daniel's God of gods for revealing the mystery of his dream. This narrative has significant relevance to modern-day followers of Christ. Just as Daniel sought wisdom and guidance from God amid seemingly impossible circumstances, we too must trust in the Lord's sovereignty and intervention in our lives. We must remember that God is the ultimate interpreter of the events of our lives, and his plans are far beyond our comprehension. In the New Testament, Stephen, a man full of faith and the Holy Spirit, faced opposition as he shared his beliefs with others. Yet, despite their attempts to silence him, they could not withstand the wisdom and the spirit with which he was speaking. Like Daniel and Stephen, we must rely on God's wisdom and power when sharing our faith and defending the truth of the gospel. Ultimately, these examples encourage us to cultivate a deep dependence on God in every aspect of our lives. This involves prioritizing prayer, seeking divine guidance, entrusting our concerns to Him, and expecting Him to intervene even in impossible situations. We must remain steadfast in our commitment to God's truth, even when faced with opposition or adversity. May the wisdom of God guide you today and this week, as it did for Daniel and Stephen. And may He grant you the courage to stand firm in faith, no matter the test.
Thanks for joining us for today's Word from the Word. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell